Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the SideKick Power Hour. We're here every week at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Standard Time for my Texas folks. And we are re-watching all of Skeleton Crew seasons 1 through 4 as we count up to the debut of season 5. And I couldn't do this without my co-host, Joshua R. Pangborn.
Hey,
Morning, my friend.
how are you tonight?
Oh man, I'm doing okay. My leg is my ankle is almost, I think, close to being healed up.
So your dancing days are back on then?
Not quite yet, but I'm getting there. I was able to go for the dog walk around the neighborhood the other night, but
I mean, you better get there because I'm hiring a choreographer for a whole tap number that's just going to be you in the musical episode. So,
well, I'm excited to talk more about the musical episode. But first, tell us what we're in store for tonight.
well, tonight we're going to be watching episode 8 of Skeleton Crew season 2. We're going to be talking about a lot of SideKick Production updates for Demon Doctor, especially. We're going to hear a little bit more about the rest of the SideKick universe. We're going to have a very special treat to see something that pretty much no one has seen except maybe Richard, if you're watching right now. There's something we made 3 years ago that no one's seen, and I think we might delve a little bit more into that tap dance number for the musical episode I talked about.
You are really wearing me out with that, but everybody listen, for real, you can absolutely help us make a difference with the musical episode. We're going to be running this little they used to call this a ticker tape back in the old days, but we're running this little ticker along the bottom here for you to help us by making a donation to SideKick Productions to help pay for this musical episode. We're still shooting it. We've recorded all the music. We got to finish recording the vocals. All of those things are happening, but they all do cost money. Money sucks, we know. But if you've got it to share, great. If you don't, that's great too. The most important thing is that you're here and that you're supporting us by watching. And something that you can do that's totally free is share this stream, or better yet, start a watch party right now on your device at home, whatever you're watching at, and invite your friends to come watch. I think we should also maybe invite some of our friends to watch. But before we do, let's ask everybody to be thinking about this week's audience question. That is, of course, what is your favorite Tim Curry role? As we're, in the month of October, it's Halloween. Everybody knows, there's a lot of options with Tim Curry. We can't wait to see what you come up with. Dive deep into the Curry catalog. Search your Curry soul, if you will.
He's played things that I was surprised by. So, I mean, you've got to.
He's also voiced characters for things. There's a lot of a very wide range of work for Tim Curry. There's obvious choices. We'll take them all. Tell us below, and we'll talk about it later in the episode. And we'll start by bringing in the one, the only, Ashley Monique Menard. There she is. Hello.
I was just starting a watch party. No, it's done, and I'm ready.
I hope that people are watching.
I hope so too. I think they are.
I hope so too. Ashley, welcome back. I know that there's been a lot going on. What have you been up to this weekend?
This weekend was amazing. Yes, this weekend we filmed a song, me and Yolanda and everyone else from SideKick Productions. We filmed a song. I don't know if I can tell you the title, but it's from the musical episode. It's amazing. And I'll give a spoiler. Yolanda and I were both inspired by a certain blonde.
Okay.
With our costumes. A certain famous singer who is a blonde and is just like a magical human being. I mean, you're all going to know who that is. Right?
Awesome. And now, obviously, I can't wait to see what y'all did this weekend. I have a pretty good idea. I know what it was. I'm pretty good. Also pretty sure that I'm frozen right now.
You are.
But your voice is amazingly still consistent.
Yeah.
So.
So why don't you tell us what's been going on with your new podcast, Ashley?
Oh my God, you guys. Everyone's come on the podcast. It's been amazing. Josh and Nakia's episodes are live, as well as Stuart's. Catalin has an episode, Yolanda. So I've got Phil Kors. His episode's going to be coming out soon. So lots of people from the Crooniverse have been on the podcast. F Your Fears podcast is a podcast to inspire creatives to be able to F their fears and really deal with their fears to where they can move forward in life. So it's about effing your fears, getting pregnant with your passion, and giving birth to your dreams. So
I love that. Let's give birth to a little clip from one of your most recent episodes.
Mm-hmm. But it really worked, and we hit it off. And then Josh, we worked on that. And then, a couple weeks later, he says, "Hey, I got a new thing I'm working on. Would you want to audition for a role?" Did another play with him. And then,
what was that one called?
Noske Tapsum.
What the fuck does that mean?
Tapsum, to know thyself.
Oh, of course, Latin.
Right. That was the original, just a completely original story from Josh, involved fairies and body swapping and witches, and it was a lot of.
I wish I'd have seen that one.
Yeah, you would have loved it. It was Josh just letting out all of his great, things that he loves as far as fantasy and everything macabre and mystery and yes.
I did see you in Somdomite. I did see you in that.
Did you?
I'm so happy and grateful to be with the people that I'm with. It's so good. I love each of your episodes. I love doing the podcast, and I'm so grateful that you let me talk about it.
Well,
I am too, and thank you. I think Black Truth Bear liked the episodes as well. I mean, you've got some listeners on here, Ashley.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. And, as you mentioned earlier, I mean, you're part of a huge part of the Crooniverse. So we're always going to be pumping out everybody's stuff. Josh, tell us a little bit more about what's going on in the SideKick universe right now.
Oh, we've had a very busy week in the week that we've had, and that is the tea. If Mike Schmidt can help us with that, thank you.
He'll be playing the role of Stuart this evening.
Playing the role of Stuart is Mike Schmidt. Thank you, Mike. But before, actually look at those closed captioning sometimes, because it's very interesting, the stuff that came up on the automatic closed captionings. But
yeah, I don't proof everything. I just do it. It's better to be done than perfect, Josh.
So that's very true. So in between, last time I talked to you guys, we were nominated. We were accepted to the Horrors for You Festival for two of our products: the script Bloody Bears and the web series Demon Doctor. Bloody Bears was nominated for the Horrors for You Best Scare for Scripts Award. We did not win, but we were nominated, and their comment on the script was that it feels very intimate and real at times, or at least real in the world it establishes. So stay tuned for our first horror feature, because that's going to come sometime, hopefully in 2021, if we can make this work. And it's already in festival, so people might know it's something that's noteworthy if it's in festival. So. At least that's what I tell myself. So, and then Demon Doctor was nominated at the Horrors for You Awards and won Best Web Series. So
that's amazing.
Demon Doctor has won Best Web Series at the Horrors for You Pumpkin Awards, and their comment was, "This comedy horror is a fantastic combination of entertainment and showmanship. I think a second season needs to be ordered, and the good news is."
It already
the second season is going to be on the way.
I wish my video was on the way, but it's not. So you guys are just going to have to stick with this for now. I'm going to see what's going on when we go.
That's okay.
Section Ashley.
Well, we have one more thing to announce, though, Nakia.
I know. I was going to say. I thought that there was something else you were missing.
Well, yes, we have one last festival, the Ozark Mountain Web Fest, where we were named Best Horror for Demon Doctor. So not one, but two festivals where we awarded Best Horror in the week preceding Halloween. So Demon Doctor is just knocking it out of the park, y'all. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do, because they are literally saying we are the best horror web series out there. So I'm not one to brag. I'm just repeating what people have told me. That's all. And people have told me that this is the best horror web series. So
well, here's what I want to know. Is there something that we should be looking out for this weekend?
Yes, on Friday, we are Ashley and Mark Eugene Garcia and Andrew Carter and Paulin Zulis and Christian Marte and Nakia all worked together to make a short film in 2 weeks called Wasted on the Young.
Oh, yeah, we did that.
That's right. Ashley was there. She might not remember, but she was there. And Wasted on the Young is premiering as part of a festival on Friday. And I definitely encourage you to check it out. If you can't check it out at the festival, spoiler alert, we're going to watch it next Monday on the Power Hour, so you'll see it regardless. But definitely, it is a super fun little piece, and I'm really excited for you all to see it, because it's something we made in 2 weeks, and yet I really love it. I'm really proud of it. So
I'm proud of it too.
I can't wait for everyone to see it.
It's good. Good stuff.
And Ashley, I hear you and Josh are going to be doing something special on Halloween. Is that right?
Oh, we are. We're going to be going on Emily's podcast. It's the Illest Entertainer, #supportive society, Halloween, stay alive stream. Yeah, you got that. That's exactly what it is. We're going to be doing that.
I love that. And we'll be sure to tune in for that, of course. I do think it's time that we bring in our special guest this week. I am so excited because, we've been seeing a little bit of his character in the show already this season. Everybody, please welcome to the SideKick Power Hour, Thomas Anawalt.
Hello, everybody.
Thomas.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's wonderful to be on the SideKick Power Hour. It's been such a long time since I've seen everybody involved with Skeleton Crew. But I'm Thomas Anawalt. I play Casimir. Seasons 2 and 3 of Skeleton Crew.
Spoilers.
Oh, spoilers! Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
I don't know what I do though.
Thomas, I just got to stop you right there because you're not speaking in a German accent. Is that for all this time I thought you were really German? That's crazy.
Yeah, my last name could be a little bit of confusion. Some people say it's German, some people say it's Dutch. But yeah, I don't really have an accent. I have an accent. Sometimes people say I sound like I'm from the South, but I'm not. I'm from South California.
Oh, wow. Well, was that something that you had to develop for the show, or did you already have that in your skill set?
I developed it for the show, although I did take a year of German in high school. Yeah.
Oh, great. Now, you've been keeping busy, though, this year. Is that correct?
Yeah, this year has been I've been, very busy staying at home, doing nothing for most of the year. Right. And then I booked a commercial last week, which I think is going to air during Sunday Night Football this coming weekend.
Whoa. That's so cool.
I didn't even know the whole day I was shooting that it was even going to be on television. And then they were like, it's going to be on Sunday Night Football. And I was like, what?
That would be the only reason I'm going to watch Sunday Night Football then.
Well, that really answers my next question, which was going to be, where can we see more of your work? Obviously, this Sunday at Sunday Night Football, but, is there anything else that we can see you in?
Yes. So I've shot a short film that is now streaming on YouTube. Shot it a couple of years ago. It is called Flat Earther. That is a shot. You can see it was in the Woods Hole Film Festival. It was also in the Queen's World Film Festival, it had an air. It had like a screening time and everything, and then COVID wiped that out. But in the Queen's World Film Festival, it was nominated for Best Screenplay of a Narrative Short. Chris Ronka is the writer and director. And then Peter Pavlakis, the cinematographer, was nominated for Best Cinematography.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little short.
And Ashley has put up a link right here, folks. If you're in the chat on Facebook, you can click that link and it'll go right to the YouTube where you can watch the entire movie for free just by watching some ads probably on YouTube. So you should definitely head over there. I know that we're going to have some fun with your character tonight. Right I'm here, pretty folks, sure. Oh, is it just now coming through?
No. That was me. I'm sorry. I went to YouTube and I also posted it in YouTube too. So
okay. That really
so we're hearing the. I'm sorry. We're good.
Ashley was just being very supportive.
I love that.
Which is why she's joining the Supportive Society on Saturday this week with Emily.
Exactly.
Supportive Society. Okay, but we're gonna have some fun with your character tonight, right? But I'm pretty sure that there's something special about this episode.
Yes, actually, this particular episode, Thomas is going to be saying a line that I heard quoted way too many times for me to count by some of the cast members, just because they loved his delivery of it, they loved the line itself, and they just loved how it all rolled together. So Thomas has one of season 2's highlight lines for me because it is something that I heard a great deal from people, and so I don't even know if he knows that, or actually doesn't know it either.
I don't.
I'm excited to find out what it is.
I can't wait.
I will point it out to you when it comes up. So
could you point out to folks that if they want to do something really cool, that they can go to iwillvote.com?
I think that's a great idea because I know, lots of people have already voted. I mean, we know that almost 60 million people have already voted before Election Day, but there's still close to 250 million people out there who haven't in this country. So make sure that you are one of those 250 million people that go and vote next Tuesday or before next Tuesday. And I'm not going to say who to vote for. Maybe people in the comments will. I don't know. But I'm not going to say who to vote for. I will just say that it's super important that you go and vote for progressive values that will support LGBT individuals, support women, support Black Lives Matter, support not putting people in the Supreme Court who will take away all of our rights. We don't want that. It's in all seriousness. I've talked about this for a couple of weeks. Doing things on SideKick Productions. We're an LGBT production company for the most part, and we really can't help but be political because our existence is made political by people who don't think that we should exist sometimes. And we need people to stand up for everyone and help us make sure that we put people in power who will support the values that we need to make a better, more progressive society. So hopefully you're not getting tired of me talking about this because I'm going to do it probably next Monday as well, since it's the day before Election Day and all.
That's right. Well, it's time to start the episode. We do have tonight episode 8, Dead and Buried, and we're going to pull that up now. Josh, I'm going to try to reboot my computer when this starts, so I'm going to pop out and then pop back on and see if that'll fix my issue here. So you go ahead and start without me. Let's get the stream.
All right. So
this originally aired on Christmas. You gave everyone a Christmas gift in 2016 of this episode. This is season 2, episode 8, Dead and Buried.
What a Christmas present title.
Seriously, I mean, how are we supposed to believe that these two people are in love? They barely have any chemistry. It's terrible.
Yes.
I mean, why are we supposed to like this?
The audience will accept it like this.
Why?
Because they are hot.
Oh, that's terrible. I can't watch this anymore.
Oh. Hey, Polly.
Yes, Kat?
I have something that I want to say to you.
Uh-huh.
I really like the skillful way you turned me down when I proposed the other day.
Oh, Kat.
No, I mean it. You cut through the crap and you were honest, and now I want to be honest with you. I have one thing that I want to say. And that is, golly, Holly, I love you. Look, I'm no joker. And perhaps our love hasn't grown in the way that it should. But I don't want to lose you. I can't lose you. And sure, if I marry you, I get to stay in the country. But I get to stay in the country with you.
That mustache. Oh my God.
Moment.
What you got in there? It's really big. Can't get it out.
Hand acting.
Cass. Oh. You're a gas. Yes. Okay, there's just one thing left to do.
Head straight to the courthouse.
No.
There it is.
Consummation. Consummation before consortium. Yeah, that's my word of the day.
What
Yes, good word.
is that word? I've never heard that
I
word
can
before.
show you what that word is. Yes. Oh, and just you wait. I'll give you a little happy ending, and then when I'm done, you can get another happy ending. Oh, it's gonna be so. Come on, Cass. You're pushing rope down here.
I tell you what, I'll head to the urologist on the way to the courthouse and pick up a little something for our special evening.
Okay. Oh, I'll come with you.
Okay.
Because tonight you'll be one hell of a lover.
Aw, little Hufflepuff picture show. Miss you.
It is a Game of Thrones map, Carl. So I have a blanket that is a Game of Thrones map.
Oh.
Anglicus! Anglicus! Oh, Hunter! What a surprise! So nice to see you. It's good to see you too. I don't think you met Leandro. He did all the baked goods for the fundraiser. Oh, I thought you looked familiar.
Nice to meet you.
Your sticky buns were decadent, by the way.
Thanks. We're just trying my other buns.
They're a tasty treat. What brings you out this way? Oh, we're just meeting Eddie. We're going to a convention. What about you? Oh, how strange. I'm doing the same. Meeting Eddie? Going to a convention. Oh. It's an adult film con. Us too. Let's go.
That is true. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was writing the scripts for this episode, and they were all written, and the storyline was all done right before Overville got changed.
Well,
so that kind of messed with
another day
things.
and no change.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think you'll never wake up, Carla.
Where'd you get
Not
that
much change in my role these days.
medical hanger?
Hunter is still running around
Amazon.
there and thinking I don't know anything about it, and Veronica, she's pretty much dropped me like a bad habit since Jason come around.
And Veronica, she's pretty much dropped me like a bad habit. Oh, Josh.
Sad
You need to start
state.
talking more like they do in the show.
That's the sweetest thing. You always know what to say to cheer me up, Carla. It's easy to fall in love with someone like you. I mean, you're so supportive.
This isn't problematic at all.
If only you were a man.
What's that? You can
I'm
be a man.
flattered. But I don't really think I'm that attractive.
Now.
I'm a ghost now. I can do anything.
You're a vision, even
Not yet.
like this.
You're a vision, even comatose.
I
Right.
hope we can be together. Always.
When are you going to start singing?
And yet, when I came back, you looked so sad to see me.
Aww.
You wanted to be together always. You said.
Yeah, well, maybe I said the wrong thing back then. Maybe I said the wrong thing from time to time. But I know that what I did for you was more than anyone could.
I suppose you did. But let's not dwell on the negative. You always wished I were a man. And now you have Glenn.
You're ridiculous. That's not what Glenn is to me.
Who are you talking to?
Ooh.
It's
I wish
not
you had a button that I could just mute him every time he comes in.
Hey, where are you going?
So,
Glenn's, I've
so
got to work on
mean
this
to
book.
you.
Oh.
Was hoping we'd spend the day together. Haven't seen much of you these days.
Oh, that could be because you're always out on dates with other guys.
Who's the one I come home to?
I'm not so sure you have a choice in the matter.
Oh, come on. Let's spend the day together. Just the two of us. You have all the time in the world to spend with Glenn.
Hard pass.
He's late. Why don't you try calling him?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Oh.
Maybe he'll be along shortly.
Hunter.
Ethel? What are you doing picking up Eddie's phone? Where's Eddie? He's supposed to be meeting me.
You put a sponge in his mouth?
What are you talking about?
When they exchanged it, tied him up.
He's asleep. He's not feeling
He couldn't push it out?
It's stuffed in there.
What's going on here? He's been avoiding me. He's been avoiding all of us.
Gotta go, Hunter. Bye.
Ethel, look,
The arm cast looks good, though.
Ashley made that.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Fun fact with a.
Oh, that's messed up. Yes, it's gone from his mouth. This is mean.
Saliva's very clean.
Oh, God.
Where are you going?
Home.
Why? It's best to give him some space. Where are you going? I'm going to the porn convention. Not going to let a little pouting ruin my day. Are you coming?
That's the spirit.
I don't know if it was Carl, but somebody commented so many times about Leandro's shorts and how they're different in another scene.
I can't believe it.
I know.
Continuity.
No, I mean, I can't believe how small those diamonds are.
I'll buy myself a bigger one eventually. Besides, he told me this ring was given to him by his mother, and it was the last thing that she gave him before he left for the new world.
The new world? Oh, God. What is this? A turn of the century period piece? Who talks like that?
Probably things got lost in translation.
Yolanda's so good at this thing.
Besides, I actually, I need to ask you for a little advice.
Okay.
Okay. So this is really hard for me to ask. I mean, I've never had to ask this before. I never actually thought that I'd have to ask this from anyone. It's actually really sad that I have to ask this. Because, but lately, I've tried to kind of get things going with Cass, and I'm having a difficult time getting,
No clue.
him hard.
Oh. Oh.
So I was hoping you might be able to give me some advice.
That was great.
I mean, how do you please a man?
God, grab yourself a pen and paper. I'm going to school you tonight.
Pariah Carey, what a great name.
Well, you're in luck. It seems Glenn canceled on me.
So I guess you're stuck with me then, huh?
I guess.
So, what
I
do you wanna
enjoyed
do?
Carl's comment
I don't know. I
of
guess we
Horatio's
could,
accent
why
being
don't we
strong.
start with you,
That's
make
just how
reason?
Frank talks.
I'm not that hungry.
So I am.
I
Damn.
guess I could make you a sandwich.
Don't want to be a pain, but I want something a little more than a sandwich. Thanks, sexy.
Ooh. Meanwhile, in Queen.
Coming home from the porn convention.
We're gonna get invited to
Hey, and he's wearing jeans now.
I've seen a lot. I mean, a
Oh,
lot.
he's wearing jeans now.
I must admit, I've seen very little of
Continuity.
it, so.
Oh.
How'd you make it through high school?
Well,
Well, that's what other boys were for.
Or convention, right?
Oh, I was too afraid to
Yeah,
hook up
Jane.
with other boys.
And
At least not until college.
That makes sense. Most of the people I know are too
That's
afraid to be
exactly
themselves.
it.
The Lord knows all too well I was. That makes me grateful that I was kicked out of the church. It forced me to stop hiding from the world.
You know, I wish I met a priest like you when I was going to Sunday school. That would have been a lot. Way different. Anglicus? You there?
Oh, sorry, my boy. Lost in thought.
I wish Hunter joined us.
He needs his time. He has a lot on his mind these past couple weeks.
So tell me about it. I want to know.
Oh, it is not my place.
Well, he's not here right now, so it is your place.
Would you look at the time? Why don't we go to Money Shots and have a drink and wait for Hunter?
Oh, Bill.
All right. Okay, so real quick, I just want to take a moment. What we're going to do is we're going to go to break. We normally go to break and we come back, and when we come back, we're going to talk about this question. What is your favorite Tim Curry roll? If you're just joining us, we're going to ask everybody to put those comments below what your favorite Tim Curry roll is, and we'll put your answer up and we'll talk about it. We'll also share what our answers are. And we have something very special for you tonight. We're going to be playing, instead of our normal break, where we play a little commercial and we come back, we're going to be giving you the SideKick Productions SideKick Power Hour premiere of Yas Queen, which is an original horror short, that many of your favorite Sidekick Crooniverse folks are a part of.
A whole 3.
a few of them. This is pre Nakia, so I did not score this.
No,
but perhaps maybe I could score it for a future Amazon Prime release. Maybe that could work. But Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Take it away for Yas Queen.
It's good to be back. May I help you?
Hi, I'm here to see.
Oh, of course, Mr. Ryder. What's so nice to meet you. You know, it's not nice to keep a lady waiting. I've been practically waiting all day for you. Although you do look very handsome in this shirt. Is that mustard?
I'm sorry, there must be some kind of mistake. I was supposed to meet a ton of funna.
Oh, is there a problem?
No. Yes? You're a woman.
Well, I suppose these gave it away now, did they?
Not to mention you're like a half foot shorter than a ton of funna.
You know, Donna was actually inspired by me. Everything that she was, everything that she is inspired by me, yours truly.
Well, sure. Well, is he, she, which is it?
It depends on what persona the artist is inhabiting, of course, you understand.
Oh, well, is Atana here?
No, she's not. She's late. Traffic. We understand, of course.
Great. As if I have nothing else to do today.
Oh, honey, it's okay. Would you like a cup of coffee? Give you a nice pick-me-up?
Sure. So, how do you know Atana? Lose something?
Oh, Mr. Ryder, you startled me.
It's Steven.
Oh, of course. You know, Atana is going to be so happy to see you. Really. You know, she's practically my oldest friend.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm. We grew up together. Practically 2 peas in a pod.
Well, I'd love to hear all about that.
Of course you would. For the article, of course.
For the article.
Oh.
Coffee.
Oh, yes. course.
So tell me something. What's your name?
Kathy. Kathy Wilkes. Kathywilkes. Kathy Wilkes.
Well, Miss Wilkes, I like sugar in my coffee.
Oh, of course you do. But my favorite part of growing up with a future star had to be the laughter. You know, I always made her laugh, I did. Kathy, she'd say to me, "Oh, Kathy, being who I am is so hard. It's so painful. Only you make life brighter with the jokes that you tell." You know, it's really nice to be needed, Stephen. Atana, my dearest friend, why do you ignore me? Surely, you don't think I could forget that moment when we met all those months ago. I still carry around your glove, that glove you dropped for me. You knew how much it meant for me to have a memento of yours. Well, Atana, he's right back. We will be the dearest of friends. I just know it. Kathy. You know, I still remember the first time Atana did her makeup. To be honest, I was the one who did it for her. You see, she was hopeless with a brush. I mean, that girl could not blend to save alive. Oh, please tell me you're not going to print that, though. She'd be absolutely devastated if she learns I reveal her secrets.
No, of course not. Say, what's taking so long in there?
Well, coffee isn't quick.
Yeah, it is. That's why they call it instant coffee. It's instant.
You know, anything worth doing isn't done in an instant. Yes, and that's one of Atana's most famous sayings. And you know, she actually got it from me.
Of course she did.
I will not be ignored. You will not shut me out of your life. You need me. I'll show you just how much you need me.
You know, it's not nice to read other people's mail. It's a federal offense, Mr. Ryder.
Stephen, remember?
Of course. Here's your coffee.
Thanks. So, when did you say Atana would be back?
Soon. Traffic.
Yeah, right. This is pretty good coffee. Just the way I like it.
You know, you really shouldn't read other people's mail, Mr. Ryder. Especially not without knowing the full story.
Well, I'm a journalist. I believe the facts.
The facts were that Atana and I were great friends.
Were great friends?
We were great friends, only she just didn't know it yet.
Well, you know, with celebrities, they sometimes get wrapped up in their own lives and they forget about the little people.
Except I wasn't one of them. I wasn't. She wouldn't have it that way. She wouldn't see me that way. To tell you the truth, Atana and I, we were lovers.
No, you weren't. Come on, this is a prank. A YouTube video for one of Atana's fans or something? Lovers.
No, it's not. It's the truth. We were lovers. We were two halves of the same. Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. Let me show you where our two halves became whole.
Sure, lead the way.
This is where it happened. Where it happens. Under the false lashes, the layers of caked foundation, a synthetic wig. As a man who needed me to make him both the woman he dreamed of and the man he needed to be. We copulated together on this bed. He pounded himself into me until I saw stars. And I begged him for more.
Surely you can't be serious.
You fool! if I was serious. See, that's what Atana loves about me. Just my jokes. I always make her laugh.
You really had me going there for a minute.
Oh, Mr. Ryder, would you help me with something in the kitchen?
Listen, I gotta get going, and it doesn't look like a ton of fun is showing up anytime soon. I'm sorry. You were so great, though, with the whole dress and the crazy eyes and the whole story.
Oh, Steven!
What you want? Come on.
Yes, I'm calling for Mr. Steven Ryder. It's a ton of funna. Yes, I'm aware of how that sounds. Yes, well, I actually chose that name because of that. Thank you. Oh, I mean, are you sure? I was scheduled to have an interview with him today, but I got held up. Oh. Well, just let him know that I called, okay? Thank you.
There she is. No. There I am. There we are. Together. Nothing will separate us. Not nothing. Because nothing worth doing is done in an instant.
Wow. Okay, that was so cool. It's been like probably 3 or 4 months since I've seen that. And I had forgot. I actually really like the music to that. Stuart obviously is busy. He couldn't be here tonight. He had a previous engagement, but we do have Ashley here. So let's just take a moment and get Ashley and Josh back in. Tell us, what was it like rewatching that for the first time in a while, Ashley?
It's a hidden gem. How old is that, Josh? Like 3 years old?
We filmed that right before we started season 3. So that is 2000. I think that's probably May of 2017.
Yes, 3 years old. Yeah. It was so much fun when we filmed it. We filmed it in a day up in like the Bronx or Riverdale.
Yonkers.
We did
At Jean-Guy's apartment.
Mm-hmm. We had so much fun filming it. I love working with Jay. And I'm not sure if any of the fans out there know who Jay is. He plays Hunter on Skeleton Crew. So it was cool to be able to work with him. And with Josh and Paul and Stuart, I really loved my snuggling scenes with Stuart in bed, because one of our favorite things to do is just to hug each other.
Aww.
So that was a lot of fun.
I love that. Well, that was a lot of fun. If you want to rewatch that, maybe Josh can throw it up on the SideKick YouTube soon. We'll see.
Yeah.
Comment below and let us know if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
If you want to see it again, let us know. And don't forget, you can always just rewatch this episode and just watch the middle if you want to see it again.
And this was our very, 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 very first time filming anything that wasn't Skeleton Crew. It was a really big, exciting moment. And then this Friday, you can watch Wasted on the Young, which is our very second time filming a short film.
That's right.
So
we're super excited about that, and so make sure to tune in. Let's bring back in Thomas Anawalt, or Casimir, as everybody knows him in the show. So Josh, tonight's homage, as with every episode this season, there's an homage, of course. And tonight, I think if this is with Cass and Polly, is pretty obvious, I thought.
I think so too. I mean, the homage, every season 2 episode starts with an homage to a cult classic film. It's kind of fitting that we're rewatching this episode the week before Halloween because it's Rocky Horror, and Rocky Horror is such a huge part of my Halloween childhood and Halloween. And I think most LGBT youth that at least around my age and Ash's age grew up with this sort of this film as a sort of an iconic Halloween experience for us.
Oh, definitely. And that, of course, brings us now to the obvious reason we chose this week's audience question, which is, what is your favorite Tim Curry role? So for this week, let's just kick things off. Thomas, what was your favorite Tim Curry role?
This is tough because I love some Fern Gully, but I'm gonna go with the concierge in Home Alone 2.
Okay. That's so great, because earlier, before everybody else got here, when we were going through the run of show and I said that, Josh said, wait, somebody's definitely going to say that. And it was you. That was great. What about Josh? Do we have some audience folks?
We do. And also, I mean, like I said, I forgot Fern Gully. That's a whole.
Yeah.
His character on Roseanne. I forgot about that one.
I didn't even know he was on Roseanne.
Yeah, he was. Ashley, what about you?
My favorite is, of course, the obvious, so I won't even say it, or an obvious. My favorite for this purpose is Jackie's Back. Oh my God, he's so good in Jackie's Back. It's a mockumentary about an aging singer. A huge inspiration for The Art of Blowing It for me, because it's a mockumentary. He's the documentarian for Jennifer Lewis's character. So Nelly's in it too. So yeah, Jackie's Back.
Of course, WS on here saying that his favorite will always be Rocky Horror. Josh, I'll come to you last. For me, I would say, that's a good one.
Ooh,
you're still there, Nakia?
So much anticipation.
Sorry, I was trying to. For me, I would have to say, gosh, I just drew a blank. I had it right there in my head. Josh, who's yours? And I'll think of mine.
I mean, it's so hard because Carl's got it right. Probably It's probably Rocky Horror followed by Clue.
Yeah.
But I can't not think Pennywise as well, because.
Yeah.
Pennywise is that is the clown of clowns. So
yeah. Sure. Well, any other audience options? I have no
clue.
Very funny. Very funny. It would be very hard to do, Carl, because you're very far away. Thomas, Ashley, that scene between the two of you looked like a lot of fun to film. Was it hard to play with the Rocky Horror lyrics as dialogue? I mean, I know that I was starting to sing along a little bit.
I've seen Rocky Horror, and my best friend loved it when I was growing up. So the time warp was more something I heard about than something I actually saw, because I was too young to see the movie. And so Josh was like, Rocky Horror? And I was like, yeah, I know Rocky Horror. And then he was like, let's watch the opening, because he was right. I don't know it as well as I think I do. So we actually watched that scene right before we shot it, and we had shot it a couple times, and Josh was like, I don't think Thomas really knows this as well as he thinks he does.
Which is with the benefit of having a computer on set. So
yeah. And it was perfect to get into the spirit of the show too, because I was relatively new to the set at that point.
Yeah, it was one of your earlier scenes, I think. Actually, I think it was maybe your second day.
I think so. Yeah, it was. I mean, if I recall correctly, it was pretty early in the shooting schedule that we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was that was a. It's always weird when you're bringing on a new character and a new just how is this character going to work and how does it fit. It's really interesting to have that experience, and then I'm glad we had the time to play with that and get a chance to see that scene and see how that develops and all that. But let's see. Where are
I gotta say, it was just like a blast. Also working with Ashley. I mean, for those of you who know, which I'm sure there are people who were watching this who know, working with Ashley is a dream. She's like an improvisational wizard, and brings so much energy to every take and every scene. So it was so much fun.
Thomas, don't listen to this part. I just want to talk to the audience. See, you guys don't get, like, working with Thomas. Like, Thomas is like an actor. Like, he's a really good actor. So it was kind of intimidating because, like, he shows up, he knew his lines, and I'm like, wow. You know, it was a joke with myself. I learned my lines. It was so much fun. You were some of my favorite scenes that I've shot with Skeleton Crew. So I'm just so excited that we had those fun scenes. I can't wait to see more.
This episode is also a really great reminder of I'm really grateful that Nakia exists. Before, but he exists now because I really watching it, especially now. I really wish we had some sound effects and Foley added to the episode. Sure. Like when you guys were watching television, it would have been really nice if there was some TV noise at the beginning.
Sure. Yeah.
Or if in the hospital scene with me and Barbara when we were doing the flashback, it'd be nice if there was hospital sounds. This is I was still relatively new to figuring all this out in terms of editing and all. So this was not something I even thought about. I'm like, sounds? What sounds? The sounds are the voices. That's all we need.
Well, you've done a great job up until this point. Obviously,
yeah.
So we should definitely think about bringing Cass back, but we won't know what happens to Casimir until we watch the episode again. So we'll get back to the episode and add that back into the stream here. And while we're doing that, don't forget that this is the Sidekick Power Hour. We do this every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we are counting down to season 5 of Skeleton Crew. And we are really, really excited. If you haven't seen Skeleton Crew and you want to catch up to where we're at, and right now we're on season 2, episode 8, you can stream seasons 1 through 4 of Skeleton Crew by going to skeletonCrewTheSeries.com after the show is over. And if you're just joining us, go ahead, start a watch party. We're going to get right back to the second half of the episode right here on the Sidekick Power Hour.
Is this Hunter's Charlie Brown moment?
It's Incredible Hulk moment. This is when he's walking away.
For some reason, I thought you were doing Jurassic Park. I'm like, that's not it.
Hey, Bub, which way you going? You're Floyd Williams. And you're Lacey. From Lacey and the Lusty Linebackers. I love your movie.
Which one? 2, 4, 6? Well, Floyd, he wasn't in 5.
Oh, not that again. I was busy. I was making a real movie.
You were the limo driver.
That was a breakthrough role for me.
You didn't have any lines.
Well, I don't know anything about sequels, but I'm a big fan of the original film.
What, you think these facelifts pay for themselves? Money's in the sequels.
I was about to say, it's kind of old film, and hey, you're no spring chicken yourself there, big fella. Oh, hey, no disrespect. I mean, you both hold a special place in my heart. Me and my brother bonded over your movie. See that, Lacey? We done bring the brothers together.
And you said our art was only for the old, the ugly, or the horny folk.
I love Lydia so much.
Lydia's amazing.
I ended up working with her on a New Jersey show where we both had Jersey accents.
You're really Floyd Williams. Yes, sir, sure am.
I loved all the extras
So
you
if you're
paid
such
for
a
this
fan, why don't you come and stop by the booth and get our autographs?
I tried. My brother was supposed to meet me, but then he got tied up and...
That's too bad.
We still could have used the money. So, Hey, I'm on the way to my bar. Why don't you guys come with me and I'll buy you drinks in the house? Free booze?
Huh. Sign us up.
Porn stars
I
and free
gotta
booze.
confess to you though, I had such a crush on you when I was little.
You are the sweetest.
Oh.
Well, for the right price. Huh. You were talking about Floyd, weren't you?
Well, like she said, if the price is right. Buddy, when we were done, you'd be paying me. Let's go.
Hunter has Stuart's Lost t-shirt on.
Yeah, that's from Lost.
Oh.
It's the number.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I was hoping to speak to Anthony. Is he here?
He's in the shower right now.
Remember, this
You gotta
could have
make sure
been
that ass
Chris's
of his is
Market.
nice and clean if he knows what's good for him.
Can I take a message?
Oh, actually, maybe I could speak to Hunter instead.
Good luck with that. That guy's history. Anthony's all mine now.
Oh, I didn't know. But I'm always happy to be right.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I plan on plowing my live-in lover in a few minutes, so if you could just wrap this up.
Damn.
Fair
I had a
enough.
nickel.
I like a man who has his priorities straight.
Romance.
Especially when
Yeah.
he's not. Could you just give him the message to give Dr. Janice a call? It's very important. It's about Carla Ashley.
It's like a plaid Mormon.
Second thought? Why don't you come in?
But what about your impending plowing?
That can wait. I want to hear what you have to say about my grandmother.
Dun, dun, dun.
Finally, some customers.
Guests. I told them I'd buy them a couple of drinks.
That's bad business, man. That means I'm buying them some drinks, and no offense to that fine-looking daddy, and I guess fine for a lady woman, but I don't know them from Adam.
Dennis, these are celebrities. They did 5 Lacey the Linebacker pictures.
9, actually.
10. I made one without Floyd.
Hey, why don't you guys take a seat and I'll grab you a couple of drinks. What would you like?
Oh, with a scotch.
Cosmo.
A what?
Cosmo.
Oh.
Cosmo. That's disappointing.
Look, do you realize that we have exactly 4 customers in there right now?
Okay,
And
lit
all 4 of them are
24/7.
drinking for free as your guests.
I need to apologize to Leandro for before.
Low key lit.
Hey, I'm trying to talk to you. And you know how difficult this is for me to be serious, but I am. I'm very serious.
Oh, looks like a baby
Look,
in
I'm going through
this
a tough time right now. I just need you to give me some support, okay?
And I got your back, big guy. I'll support you better than a push-up bra. But you have to realize something. Me and Chaz are in this
Yeah,
together
he does
with
really
you.
look good.
We're partners. All we have to
And
show for
younger,
it is debt right
much
now.
younger.
We'll get some new customers. We'll
I think
figure
it's
it
the-
out.
When?
The way
How?
he is
I know you
being-
miss Anthony, but you can't let that get in the way of your duties here. You owe that to me and Chaz.
When did you get so serious?
When you made me grow up and get this bar.
Damn. Come correct.
Well, that's as clean as it's gonna get down there.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
You could have told me we had company.
I could have, yeah.
Philip, what are you doing here?
I'm here to discuss a delicate matter.
I don't think you and I have anything to talk about.
I think Horatio here might disagree.
You think she killed my grandmother?
I don't think it. I know it. You killed Carla Ashley. I've got the evidence to prove it. Now, if you'd like the opportunity to prevent me from bringing this to the attention of the authorities, I understand. Get out. Of course, this comes as a bit of a surprise. You need some time to think about my offer?
I've never, ever killed anyone in my life. I don't care what you think you know. You're wrong.
I'll be back in a few days. Maybe that'll give you a chance to get some perspective on the matter. I'll show myself out.
So fun. I loved him.
Yeah, he's so good.
He has the
So
nerve,
good.
the audacity of that man to come into my home. I don't even know where this.
Into what?
What do you think you're
Shut
doing?
up. Just shut up.
Hurry, you can't.
Ooh.
That's twice.
Maybe a
Don't
fresh
let me
one.
ask you a third time. I spent this whole night planning for the both of us, and you had to go ahead and ruin it. I don't think that's right or fair.
Horatio, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's a third time. I know you're not stupid, Anthony. Considering where your sister is, your whole family's nuts.
And don't make me hate you again. Now, as I was saying, you ruined the whole night I had planned for both of us. Now get down and make it up to me.
Horatio's got life figured out.
I mean, how quickly can you unzip his pants?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's romance. It's love is in the air.
I can't tell if he's enjoying that massage.
Hey, Angle Kiss.
Are you aware that those two are the stars of Lacey and the Lusty Linebackers, parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 through 9?
I certainly am. I brought them.
The most interesting of characters just seem to be drawn to you, my friend.
I guess.
So what's up?
Well, it seems like I've been letting everybody in my life down lately.
Oh.
And I don't know what to do about it. My friends, my business partners.
Well, you'd do more business if you'd play some music
stop
at your
doing
bar.
Yeah, that
Stop
would
doing
help.
that.
I'm serious, Hunter. You're a man of action. You're not a man of thought. So act. What do you need to do?
What I need to do is show Chaz and Dennis that this place can turn a profit. But
They
in
thought
order
of
to do
social
that,
media?
I'm going to need customers.
So how do you get new customers?
If I had known that, I would have done it already. Rock had the same problem.
This place is pretty nice. A little empty, but nice.
Thank you.
You know, maybe I'm going to stop by here sometime on my way back if I come back to town.
Are you leaving?
Yeah. It's getting a little uncomfortable back there for the vaginas.
Oh, where's your friend?
He's leading the charge against the vaginas. Him and that bartender, they're exploring each other's end zones back there.
Floyd Williams is gay?
Like a rainbow wrapped in glitter.
Oh!
I wanted to thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you invited us here. I mean, Floyd, he hasn't been able to be himself like this in so long. You know, it's not easy being gay in the world of heterosexual pornographic films.
Well, I just want to thank you for giving me a lifetime of memories.
No, you're welcome. Who would have thunk a place called Money Shots is a place where you could be yourself?
I don't have a lot of experience with gay bars, but no.
Yeah, I've been to a lot of gay bars. Normally there's more
So
people.
what were we talking
There's
about?
always music and the floor's
Anglican?
sticky.
I have an idea,
There's no place like Money Shots.
and I'm going to need...
Hi, thank you so much. Text me when you get home. God, Venuses are so hard. The things a girl does for her wedding night second time around.
Holly? Oh, married? How long have I been gone?
Veronica, they let you out.
I know, right? They had the audacity to call me normal. Me, Veronica Stuart. I'm anything but. Now catch me up on what's been going on. Let's start with this fiance of yours. It's the German, I presume.
Well,
Back to your place.
Holly's a little bit crowded and nosy. Well, you do have a lot to celebrate tonight, so...
Go-Go Bears would be a good idea. Carl, you're right.
Playing the role of Paul's neck is...
I thought I recognized that guy from somewhere.
How about that?
A lot of vodka.
There it goes. Oh, Dusty. Oh man, pilot error. Can't go wrong with that one. Can't. Wow. If you're just joining us, again, this is SideKick Power Hour. My name is Nakia. We do this every week. My co-host, Joshua R. Pangborn, our always special weekly guest, Ashley Monique Menard. And this week, our very special guest, Casimir himself, Thomas Anawalt. I want to take a minute before we go any further and talk about anything else to pull up one more time the movie that Thomas has out right now, and you can watch that on YouTube. The name of it is called Flat Earther. And we really want you to check it out. We're always trying to do things to shine a light on our fellow coronavirus folks. So let's make sure to show Thomas some love. Thomas, what was this like watching the show back with other people and the guests at home? What was that like for you?
Oh, it was so much fun. I mean, it was great to revisit because I just moved to New York for the second time in my life. And this was really the first role that I was cast in after moving back. So this was it was a real trip down memory lane to see that scene again and to see that mustache.
And there's a lot of things that happen. Ashley, for you, anything that stuck out in this episode?
Oh, I just love this episode. It's just so cute. Polly thinks she's happy. She thinks things are going to work out. And I love it when Polly thinks things are going to work out.
And we see Veronica is back in this moment.
She's out of the asylum. So
yeah, Josh, the way you handled that I thought was great. The line about anything but.
She's in. The way you get out is because they think you're normal and healthy, and that's not right. No one's normal and healthy. I mean, there's no such thing as that. So
well, and you're really good at this. Writing these characters. They're so fun. They each have such life and a feel. Lacey and Floyd already seem like part of the world.
I really love having the chance to write characters that are a little bit eccentric, and that's the hard part though, because when you're doing a show like this, you put a lot of work in finding somebody to play a character like Lacey or Floyd Williams, and Lydia and Steven are just such great actors, and they really just brought those two characters to life in 3 scenes, and it's like, oh, I really want to have them in everything, but sometimes that's the hard part about when you're making shows. If they're not a series regular character, you have to have a reason for them to come back, and it's really, you want to make sure it's not just because you force it in there. You want to make it an organic reason, and sometimes you're lucky and you can make that organic reason. In season 4, we have a one-off character that I actually was able to turn into a recurring character because it was just a really wonderful relationship with them, and that actually happened with Hunter Drake as well. Hunter's character Drake, he was supposed to be a one-off character, and he became a series regular. But sometimes it's just there's not enough reason to have porn stars pop up all the time. So sometimes you just have to have one or two one-off characters, and that's it. So
I love that. Thomas, looking back on all of your time on Skeleton Crew, what would you say is your favorite memory or scene from your time on the show?
Oh gosh, that's kind of a tricky question, but I would say, it's got to be straight to the courthouse,
which is perfect because everyone loves you for that.
Yeah, everyone loves that line.
So good.
I kept saying that throughout the day. It got to my head,
and it got to everybody else's head. It sounds like too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Well, we have shown us a little bit of everything this evening. We've seen the Yas Queen, the SideKick premiere of Yas Queen. We've heard a little bit about the F Your Fears podcast that Ashley puts on. That's such a great effort from her. And then we also heard a little bit about what's going on. Oh, yes, ma'am. She got that merchandise. We've got some merchandise for you as well. Let's make sure to pull that up. You can go to tpublic.com/user/SideKick Productions and get yourself a t-shirt. Josh is about to take his shirt off so we can all get a classic Anthony Belly moment. Oh, no, that's not what's happening. Okay. Sorry, I was misinterpreting what's happening. But you can do that. The other thing that you can do that would be really rad is that you could help us by making a donation right now to SideKick Productions, Venmo or PayPal or Cash App. And finally, we just don't want you to forget that you got to vote. Go to iwillvote.com if you have not voted yet. I voted already. I'm very proud of my vote. I was so excited to go down there and do that on Saturday. So thank you again to each of our guests. We will be back here next week. Josh, what are we in store for?
Well, next week we are going to be talking about voting because it's the day before Election Day. We're going to be watching episode 9 of Skeleton Crew Season 2. And we're going to have the world premiere on the SideKick premiere of Wasted on the Young as well.
Whoa, oh my gosh. We can't wait for everybody to see it. Okay, thank you again. We'll see you back here at 8 p.m. Eastern every Monday night for the SideKick Power Hour. Bye.
Bye.
All things from the SideKick Productions universe. And I thought I was going to forget all my lines. Because it's a a body positive show.
I read for the role of Hunter, and
Yay, we did it.
We're not over yet.
Oh.
We're still live.
Yay, we did it.
It won't let me. It won't.